morning. I'm so excited. I just got a package in the mail from Longfield Gardens. It is some ranunculus tomers. I've never grown ranunculus before, so I'm really excited to get these and to get their pretty blooms. I'm hanging out with the babies right now. We are having breakfast. We do baby-led weaning, so they're having some string cheese and some prunes. The ranunculus corms were a super good deal. I got 25 of them for $10 a piece, so I went ahead and picked up 3 bags of them for a total of 75. I'm not totally sure how many you get when you cut them, so that's why I wanted to be safe and get 75. I might be over flooding in ranunculus. I might only get 75 blooms total, but regardless, $10 for 25 corms is a good deal compared to other things that I've seen. I got 3 packages of ranunculus tomers, just an assorted variety. The colors are pink, purple, and yellow. Says they will bloom 10 to 16 weeks after planting. They like full sun and they like cooler weather, which is why I'm getting them started now. The corms look like this. They almost look like little octopus. So these little leggy parts is the part that you'll put into the soil, and then this is the crown where the flowers will start to shoot out from. I am going to soak them in water for, I don't know, an hour to 3 hours and really rehydrate the corms. I've seen online that they recommend that you aerate whenever you're soaking your corms. So it would be having a bubbler in the water or something similar to like fish tank bubbles. I don't have one of those, so I'm gonna go ahead and just put my corms in a bowl of water and then keep it in the sink and keep the faucet just dribbling a little bit just to keep the air circulating. The reason that you want to have aeration whenever you're soaking your corms is because it promotes oxygenation to the corms, and you're going to end up with healthier, stronger corms and therefore healthier, stronger plants. So not completely necessary, but if you have a sink with running water, you can do like kind of the rigged version like I did. You don't have to go out and buy a bubbler. If you're doing this on a larger scale, maybe that would be beneficial, but for normal backyard gardeners, I think just running water and letting it drip while the corms are soaking is totally fine. Look at these funky things. It's hard to believe something so beautiful is gonna grow from this guy. Okay, so I'm gonna let these babies soak for an hour to 3 hours. I'll just keep checking on them, making sure they don't get too soaked. You wanna make sure that you have them a right amount of moist. You don't want them to get too moist or it can encourage them to have mold growth and or just not grow for you. So just keep an eye on them. You want them to be plump but not mushy. Right now they're pretty firm, so you'll know whenever they're ready because they'll be a little bit softer and a lot more plump. Okay, these have been soaking for a few hours and look at them now. Super plump, they're a lot softer. Perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these drained and then we're gonna plant them outside. Ranunculus prefer to grow in cool weather conditions. They like daytime temperatures between 60 and 70 degrees Fahrenheit and nighttime temperatures between 40 and 50 degrees Fahrenheit. I am in Central Illinois, which is zone 6. We're getting really close to those temperatures, so I'm gonna go ahead and plant my corms outside and hope for the best. If I know that we're gonna get some really cold nights, I can always cover them with an old sheet or a frost cloth, but I think planting them outside is gonna be my best bet because soon it's gonna be too hot and then the ranunculus won't bloom if they are in temperatures, you know, higher than about 75 degrees. I'm gonna plant my ranunculus in each of these little galvanized bins. I drilled holes in the bottom just to ensure adequate drainage. I'm gonna fill half of them with organic material. I happen to have a bunch of dead leaves, so I'm gonna fill the first half with dead leaves and then I will, on the top, do some soil and some fertilizer, and then we will get these ranunculus planted. are a perennial in warmer growing zones. Perennial means it's a plant that comes back year after year, but unfortunately for me in Zone 6, Central Illinois, that's just not an option. So if I want to keep growing these year after year, I'm gonna keep them in the garden until fall, and then I will have to dig them up and store them over the winter, and then I can replant them in the spring. All right, guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me and planting these Ranunculus corms. I'm so excited to see these bloom. I think they're gonna be really beautiful and a fun addition to any flower arrangement. And I think my customers are really gonna like it. If this is something that you're interested in, make sure to check out my Instagram. It's just at Small Town Garden Life. I talk about all things flowers, gardening, motherhood, and sustainability. I'll see you in the next video.